Going on YouTube, Cloverbells here back with another Scarlet Violet video, and today we're going to be showcasing our Tyranitar Sand team as one of our 8 rentals that we put out for the month of September. So this is one of our other teams that has gotten results as of late, so shout outs to Mental Syndrome. He was able to take our team and pilot it and grab 6th place overall in a huge Tommy Tuesday tour a couple weeks ago. So, you know, the Tommy Tuesday tournaments, they always have 100 plus people in it, and the fact that he was able to get 6th place with the squad, 7-1 record overall, just goes to show you that we made a pretty good team. So shout outs to Mental for getting the result here. So how do we play this team? So our Tyranitar here, pretty standard set with the Assault Vest, Rock Slide, Knockoff, Terra Blast, Low Kick. So your Rock Slide stab, great spread move overall. Knockoff, again, with your Dark Typing and Dark Coverage, great into Psy Spam type Pokemon, pretty good into Goldango and Dragapult at the same time. Terra Blast, Terra Flying. First of all, the Terra Flying, great synergy with Excadrill because we can Earthquake next to it. And then at the same time, the Flying typing from the Terastallization makes you resist the Fighting weakness. Again, because you are 4 times weak to Fighting, which is a rising type right now because everyone's looking for the hottest Fighting type to, you know, KO Archaludon stuff, and it just so happens you get to hit Tyranitar at the same time too. But with the Terra Flying, you kind of counter that a little bit. Low Kick also pretty good into Mirrors, pretty good into King Gambit at the same time. You know, just great last 4th move coverage overall. And again, the whole point of Tyranitar is you got weather control on your team. So you get to change the weather against the Pelipper stuff and even Torkoal at the same time, right? So Tyranitar, great base stats, really strong in this format. And hence the reason why it's getting results overall. So we have Excadrill here. Now, typically, it's gotten to the point where like Tyranitar teams, they don't really need Excadrill. But listen, at the time, I figured Excadrill is actually okay right now, so we can actually make it work. So let's build a T-Tar Excadrill team. Let's do a little flashback, and here we are. So I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to play Excadrill, so might as well do it right now in Regulation H. And it's a pretty decent mon. Again, Earthquake, like we mentioned, Iron Head, good coverage against fairies, even though there's not too many right now. But still pretty good against rock types in general. Then you have High Horsepower, your single target ground move, and you have the Clear Amulet so you don't get Intimidate spammed. The Sinistcha here makes a lot of things work very, very well. So not only do you have Trick Room, but of course you have Rage Powder, Matcha Gotcha, Life Dew, which is great for healing, and of course the Patented Hospitality to regain your health over time. So this way you can keep your team alive a little bit longer. So you've got speed control, you've got healing, you've got redirection all in one Pokemon. Sinistcha, a great option right now. Now I had to go back and forth between like Rocky Helmet and Citrus Berry, but in the end I just went with Rocky Helmet. I just felt like I was getting pretty good value at it at the time. And now it's probably even better because, you know, Population Mousehold is a thing. Even though you can't hit the Sinistcha with that, but if I do happen to Terra Dark, then I would still like that option available to me. How about Dragonite here? So normally we would put something like Salamence here, but Dragonite's just really strong overall, especially with a Choice Band set. You have Ice Spinner to blow up terrain from Rillabooms and Indeedees. Then you have Extreme Speed, you know, hard-hitting priority move. You have Outrage, of course, and then Aerial Ace for a flying type attack that you don't have to use your Terra on. Not as great as Terra Blast, Terra Flying, but at the very least, I get to keep my Terra without having to, you know, use a flying type attack. So there's some value there with the Aerial Ace. Of course, we're Inner Focus, we can't get Intimidated at the same time, can't get faked out. Primarina, of course, our Primarina, very standard set, Moonblast, Hyper Voice, Haze for your Dondozo needs. And this is our Throat Spray Primarina, so you get a +1 after you get to click it once. And then finally, what I like on the team is Volcarona. I'm more of a Volcarona player more than anything else, so the fact that I can have some support with it here, especially with Sinistcha, is really, really good. Fiery Dance, single target instead of Heat Wave. You can go back and forth with that, really, but I just decided to put Fiery Dance here. Giga Drain, really good at, you know, staying alive. Great against the Terra Water stuff that wants to wall out your fire type attacks. And then, of course, Quiver Dance, one of the best setup moves in the game. You know, speed boost, special attack boost, special defense boost. And, you know, in the face of Psy Spam teams, if I ever do come across them, if they want to do like Trick Room stuff, I will click Quiver Dance because the idea is that, you know, you're getting all these special defense boosts and they just can't damage you. So they're just wasting your Trick Room turns. So like the Expanding Force is not doing as much. So you get to eventually, you know, have it do less and less. You're getting recovery from leftovers. And then you can bring in the Sinistcha at a given time and then heal all the way back up almost. And then by the time their Trick Room is over, Volcarona sitting at +3, +4 sometimes, right? So that's how I like to play my Volk in terms of like the side spam Trick Room stuff. So hopefully maybe we can run into a couple teams where we can actually show off the bug here. But this is a Sand team, so hopefully we can get some cool wins with Tyranitar Sand stuff today. So without further ado, let's just go straight into the ranked battles. Is this Nino Pokebros? Is this Joel? This is not Joel. Alright, so we got Indeedee-F, Chargabug. Oh no, we got Chargabug, and then there's the Ursaluna. Okay, and then we got the Grasshopper Dragon thing. Okay. Well, couple things I like to do with something like this. I like to literally just bring Volcarona and kind of just go crazy. I could also bring Dragonite and, you know, just blow up Psychic Terrain and then have Volcarona just set up Quiver Dances, right? So I think I like that idea. Then I guess I can also bring Primarina because Prim is good. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting team here. You know, do I want T-Tar? It's not bad. But I think I also want Sinistcha at the same time. So I'm leaving the Sand Boys home. Okay, we'll see how Mr. Nino decides to play this. So my plan is to, again, you know, try and set up all these Quiver Dances. Even though they want to get up Trick Room, I just want to get my special defenses up, stall it out, heal myself for whatever damage I may take, and then when the Trick Room expires, I'll be like +3 or 4, something like that. That's usually how I like to play. But he's got an interesting, unique team. Half of it anyway. It's a little different. So let's see how he plays it. Yeah, so there's the Indeedee Hatterene. This is okay. So, couple things he can do. He can just say, I'm going for Dazzling Gleam, and then go for Trick Room on the Indeedee slot. But either way, I just want to boost up my special defenses. So there's his special defense boost. So I just want to click Ice Spinner over onto this slot, and then at the same time go for the Quiver Dance here, and kind of just set myself up from here. I can even just damage the Indeedee technically. But yeah, let's just go for Ice Spinner. Let's set up the Quiver Dance, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so there's the Quiver Dance. Alright, let's see if he goes for like some Dazzling Gleam or Expanding Force stuff, or just he didn't go for Follow Me, so this might even just be, you know, something like Ice Spinner. I'm sorry, like Dazzling Gleam, and then maybe just trick him on the Indeedee slot. That's what I'm thinking here. So let's see. Alright, just single target Expanding Force. Alright, so that's gonna do some damage, but not a whole lot. There's the Indeedee trick him. That's okay. That's still fine. Okay, because now he might even switch it out. And I can just continue to set up here. I'm going to go into Primarina now, and then maybe even Sinistcha later. But again, ideally, just kind of wall this out here. Just keep going for these Quiver Dances. So yeah, so he's going to switch. He's going to get into his other thing. Alright, oh, it's Amoongus. Okay. So that's annoying. Now he can just Spore things. Okay. Alright, here's our Primarina, and Hatterene actually just protect, so good on them. So, what happens here? Alright, another Quiver Dance, looks really good. You know he wants to Spore the Volcarona slot, 100%. Alright, so now I'm going to check a couple things. First, I'm going to check my Trick Room turns. There's 3 turns, okay, so still a little bit left. I do have the Terra Dragon, so that's not going to be great. But at the same time, I also have Hyper Voice. I can start getting up my special defenses. And then I'm still going to like protect this slot. It's actually going to swap here. That's very interesting. Alright, it's Indeedee again. Oh, so he just wants to train. I would have just Spored the Volcarona. Alright. So this must mean it's Expanding Force Hatterene, right? So my Premier is going to take some damage, obviously. But, yeah. Alright, so here we go. Expanding Force yet again. Alright, this is still like, okay. Okay, that's actually way too much damage. Alright, but still Hyper Voice spam. Alright, a little bit of damage. Okay, which is still okay. Alright, so now, again, we're just going to protect this slot. And again, I can just simply go for another Quiver Dance. I could even just pick up these KOs right now. Because again, how many turns of Trick Rooms does he have left? He has 2 more turns, so after this turn it'll be 1. I can protect against the Amoongus and still do wonders here. So I'll just do that. And I will go for I could go for a KO here. I'll just go for a Fiery Dance over on this slot. Right? And even if he damages me, I still have the Sinistcha to heal me back up. So this is still like fine. I still think we take this decently. Alright, he went for Helping Hand. That's fine. Alright, so there's the Expanding Force. Alright. The key is to kill 1 point. See, that's fine. Like, we're still like okay here. Alright, because we can heal all that back up with Sinistcha. Alright, and even if he wants to, like, quote-unquote, oh, we get a special attack boost. That's even better. So 1 more turn of Trick Room. Okay. So this is still okay. And we're going to get some lefties recovery, of course. Alright. Alright, there's the Amoongus. Alright, so now he's got 2 passive mons on the field, so this is not good for him. And it's only 1 turn of Trick Room left, so let's go ahead and let's go into the Sinistcha now. And let's just protect the Volcarona, and then we will have stalled out our Trick Room. And then we kill the Indeedee, so he can't do the Trick Room again. If he goes for Spore, he goes for Spore next turn. That's okay. Because at least the Trick Room will have been gone. And then we can just redirect with our Sinistcha anyway. So we're in a good spot here. Alright, so we're going to swap the Prim. Alright, so boost is bye-bye. Could have even Moonblast technically instead of wasting my boost, but now we go into Sinistcha. We get some healing. Hospitality is going to be good here. And let's see if he did commit the Spore. But, of course, it's not going to do anything because we click Protect. Alright, so what do we got? Alright, there was the Spore. Yeet. Okay, he actually went into the Primarina slot. That's very interesting. Okay, I didn't think he would consider that. But he did. Okay. So, there's that. And again, Volcarona is pretty much just going to go back to full here. And now we can just kind of chill. Again, dimensions return to normal. This is fine. So now we can do a couple things. We can just click Rage Powder here. And, you know, not really care. I can also click Life Dew. I can switch this out also into D-Knight here. And still like fine. Like I'm not really sure what he has. I think it might be like Blood Moon or Ursaluna, technically, if he's got this much. Yeah, or maybe even the apple thing. But let's just click Matcha Gotcha anyway. And actually, no, let's go into D-Knight first. And let's go Fiery Dance. And let's take out the Indeedee. I can't have him get up Trick Room again, so. If he protects and spores, then great play on his part. But let's see. Okay. He is committing the Terra. If it's Amoongus, I guess that's okay. If it's the Indeedee, then that's fine. Alright, so he's committing the Amoongus. Alright, Terra Water, so that's okay. Again, we've got D-Knight on our side. Alright. So, oh, there's the Rage Powder. Oh, okay. Oh, does he want to... Oh, I guess he wants to set up Trick Room again. So I guess he can still do that. Okay. This is going to do a lot still. Okay. So it did a lot. Alright, and there's Trick Room yet again. Alright, so he gets up his Trick Room. Smart play, but he's not really getting any damage off of on this. Alright, so this is still, like, fine. Alright, so that being said, if he wants to click Spore, again, I'm not going to let him click Spore. If he wants to click... Listen, I'm going to try and nuke something, and if I get it off, great. So I'm going to go for the Outrage here. He can only Spore 1 slot, and yeah, then now I can technically just Giga Drain this D-Knight, this Amoongus. So he has to kind of pick one here, so I'll be fine either way. Swapping the Indeedee. Okay. Good. Ursaluna. Alright, listen, that doesn't want to take an Outrage. And again, you can only Spore 1. I would imagine it's Volcarona here. Alright, oh, he went into Dragonite. Well, that's fine by me, man. He went into D now. What if I just swapped into Sinistcha again? Okay. Alright, so goodbye, Amoongus. So no more Spore shenanigans for you. Alright, so this is okay. Yeah, this is very, very nice. And again, we have a bunch of special defense boosts, so we're like still okay. Alright, so no more psychic terrain technically. D9 he can kind of have, it doesn't really matter a whole lot here. Alright, so Indeedee goes, so now he can just do like helping hand stuff, which I guess is annoying. So I'm still gonna click Outrage anyway. Trick Room is up. Listen, ideally I would still like click Giga Drain here, because now he, you know, he doesn't have this. I mean, helping hand is fine, because I'm gonna live, and then I can just go into Sinistcha next turn. If he crits, he crits. But Blood Moon comes out. Is this going into D-Knight? Yeah, see, we eat, so now we just win, right? Because now I just get all my health back, and he was kind of counting on that to kill. If he did get the crit, he would have got it, but now we just do this, and now the game is over. All right, see, Volcarona, you see, Volcarona is so good in Trick Room. All right, I get the crit, then, you know, I'm I'm +2 at this point. It's still okay. All right, that's it. So he brought too many passive mons here, and now it's just over, right? So I always like, this is how I like to play Volcarona in Trick Room. Just set up Quiver Dances and wall out all his special attackers, right? All right, maybe I can get off in Outrage now, and then now he just Fire Dance, or he just clicks Forfeit. Battle was canceled. Volcarona beating Trick Room. Yes, sir. Okay, I had to stop that recording previously, but again, this looks like it's against my team, right? And it's not every day that I get to play my own team, so we'll do something like Excadrill first, and then we'll try D-Knight, and then we'll bring Tyranitar in the back, and let's try Sinistcha. Okay, yeah, we'll do it like this. So I had to kind of rush and pick my picks. That's because like I had a little phone call, I had to stop the recording, and now here we are again. So yeah, we're playing against a Clover team, unless he changed the sets, but those Pokemon were in the same order, so we'll see what happens. It's not every day that I get to play against my own team. Alright, guess how many times I've beaten my team in the past. Alright, here we go. Ooh, Whimsicott, Meowscarada. Oh, baby. Alright, so, couple things here. So I can easily just go into T-Char now, and then, like, just kind of smash here. I can just protect first, because it really, I have U-turn on that thing. He also might just go for Flower Trick. Just really depends on what he wants to do. I'm gonna protect first and just try and blow up this Meowscarada technically, and then just use the Sash next turn ideally. That's what I want to do. So I'm just gonna do that and just be done with it. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna protect first. Let's scout out what he does. I would imagine this is like Tailwind maybe. All right, oh, it's Sunny Day. Okay, maybe thought Tyranitar was gonna switch in. Good call there, I guess. Flower Trick comes out into the protected, maybe into the protected Excadrill. Yes, it is into the protected Excadrill. Come on, I know how my team works. All right, here we go. And Aerial Ace comes out. Yeet. All right, so there's the Sash. All right, there it is. And now he might try and Sunny Day again, right? So that's the other thing you might also consider. So now he's under some pressure. Okay, and I can also technically go Terra what? No, I can also go Terra Poison here and then just try and knock this thing out. Yeah, just like literally click Earthquake here. All right, if he wants to go for the D-Knight now, so be it. But I can also Extreme Speed, technically. No, I can't. I'm banded. Yeah, so we'll just do that. We'll just EQ here and literally click Aerial Ace again onto this Whimsicott. Let's see what he does this time. He already has the sun out, so does he want to click the sun again? Alright, so this is where the mind games come into play. How do I play against my own team, right? Oh, it's Ghost. Oh, wait, that's not good. Well, maybe it works. Why did I think it was Poison? I'm the creator of this team. If he clicks Knockoff, it's bad. Alright, so Flower Trick comes out. Alright, that's going into my Excadrill. Does a lot of damage. We live. Alright, Moonblast comes out. Into Dragonite, we live that too. Alright, so here comes the Earthquake. Alright, and we get the chip, the Meowscarada. See you later. And that also means no Tailwind for you. And I get to have the speed advantage now. Alright, and Aerial Ace comes out. See you later, Whimsicott. Very, very nice. Alright, so No Tailwind. So if Typhlosion wants to come now, he can. Alright, there is said Typhlosion. And now I will have the sand on my side. There's the Ursaluna too. Okay. Alright, so I can technically Earthquake my own Tyranitar. Okay, I can technically do that. That Typhlosion can protect. So I want to do a little scouting here. And I want to kind of swap in also my Sinistcha. But I'm very curious as to what he does here. Maybe he calls the swap. I can also just keep technically... So here's what we'll do. We'll protect first. Let me get some health back. Let me go into Sinistcha now. Alright, let me see what he wants to do. Just in case if he protects. Alright, I kind of want to scout this. Okay. So what I could have... Now that I think about it, what I could have also done was just like... Protect and then change the weather now. And then go back into D9 and then click Earthquake, right? Yeah, see, there's the protect. I knew he would try it. Okay. So that's fine. Alright, we protect here. And let's see if he did go for said Blood Moon stuff. Alright, he could have. Alright, he's just straight Hyper Voice. So that's okay too. Alright, where's my Sinistcha? Alright, there it is. My Sinistcha does get chipped. Alright, Blood Moon. There's the Blood Moon. Alright, so now we can click High Horsepower onto this slot. And now we can bring in Tyranitar, swap in, change the weather on him. Alright. So my opponent played some stuff. Alright, but this is my team. I know my team has Charcoal. Alright, now if he gets off the double protect, then we're in trouble. Okay, but let's see. Alright, now we'll show him Tyranitar. Okay. We'll change the weather. Alright, now we click High Horsepower. See you later, Typhlosion. That's pretty much it. Yep. Okay, there's the Earth Power. Now he calls it. Okay, but we eat it because we're good. And now we're fine. So now we can just simply click High Horsepower. I can even click Earthquake here too. Right? I can just do that. Yeah, I'm gonna click EQ. And do I even need to? Yeah, I can. So I'm gonna just click Earthquake here. And I'm going to go into my D-Knight. And we still should be fine. But I think my opponent just cancels here. Right? So, just for the record, I think in total, I've played against my team. On card, I've played against my team 6 times. Well, now 6, but 5 prior, I've won all 5. Alright? Because I know my team. Alright, but we were able to make some reads just based off of what he would want to do. And I know what I want to do with my team. So it's good that he did make the moves that he did because those are correct plays, in all honesty. So he's still going to go through it, which I respect. Alright, this should do some damage. Okay, maybe he went for the Earth Power into the Tyranitar. Alright, it's just Hyper Voice there. So everything lives. But again, the Sand Chip will take out my D-Knight here, which is still fine. Okay. And now, we should be okay here. Alright. And now we go into T-Tar. And he is max speed though, so I do have to remember that much. Okay, so there is Sinistcha. So we'll get some healing first. Alright, but again, this should be fine at this point. So we'll just redirect everything. We'll just click High Horsepower. And again, we'll also click Matcha Gotcha just for the heck of it. And now this is where he clicks Forfeit, ideally. But we'll see. Because this has no bulk, so this should just kill him. Alright. He's going for the Terra now. Okay. Okay, now he's going for the Terra. Alright, so this has to KO. Right? This has to KO. If it doesn't, we're kind of cooked. But we'll see. But now the Sand can just pick him up. Alright, so High Horsepower. Might as well, right? Alright, yeah, there it is. So, you know, we made some good plays. Our opponent did too. But I know how my team plays. So, whoever's using my team, I respect it. I hope you're having fun. But you ain't being the creator. Oh my, we've got Weezing. That's not good. There's a Swampert and a Hisuian-Goodra. Ooh. Looks tough. Alright, and then we have Pelipper, Basculegion, Archaludon. So, the Weezing makes things interesting because he turns off my weather, but he also turns off his. Okay. What's my win con here? Is it gonna actually be the Volcarona? It might. Does pretty okay into a lot. But he's gonna need some help. Alright, so as far as Weezing is concerned, how do I want to blast that thing? Should I just bring the Sand Boys first? I think I can do that. I can also technically bring Primarina. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Prim. And let's do Volcarona too. And let's do Sinistcha. And then I guess we can bring Tyranitar here. Alright, we'll try this. I don't know if this is the 4 I'm going to bring. That's a weird team, but we're going to do our absolute best. I feel weird not bringing Excadrill because, again, 3 ground weeks. But I do have a Firebug. So we'll see how that works out for us. But yeah. Would you really bring the Goodra and the Archaludon? That's my question. And do you also bring the Weezing? Basculegion, he did bring the Weezing. Well, okay. So this is okay. Because now we do have some ideas here. Alright, if the Weezing has Haze, we have a problem. But he could also have Pelipper in the back, technically speaking. If he goes last respects. Now, I could even just try and set up a Quiver Dance, ideally. He might even swap into Pelipper now. It's weird, but let's try Hyper Voice first. And then we'll still go Terra Dragon into our Quiver Dance. Let's try and get some speed on this. Alright, if he wants to go for the water move, he goes for the water move. Alright, but I do want my special attack up first. He might taunt, but he can only do it once, and I go first because he is pretty slow. So we'll see how he wants to do this, ideally. Alright, protects Weezing like they always do, which is still fine for us. Alright, so then I should just outspeed this thing. Depends if he goes for like Flip Turn or Wave Crash, but he didn't go for Flip Turn because I went first. But we'll see what this is. Okay. Alright, oh, it is Flip Turn. Okay, well, there's that. So I went for a QD. I got my speed up. So now I'm curious, do you have Pelipper in there? And what's taking the Hyper Voice also at the same time? Is it going to be Archaludon too? It is Pelipper. Oh, well, you just boosted my Hyper Voice damage. Okay, so that's cool. Alright, so here we go. Hyper Yeet Voice. And, oh yeah, he turns off his own weather. What am I saying? Yeah, alright, so you brought the Pelipper in, but again, this is still fine. Alright, we're gonna get our Leftovers recovery. So, I'll have to see, like, again, does he taunt? And, you know, Weezing, Pelipper, Basculegion, I understand, but we do have a T-Tar at the end of the day, so, you know, all things considered, I can still, like, Moonblast and just double up on this Weezing slot, and I can just Fiery Dance. He can switch out the Weezing, he can definitely do that, but at the end of the day, is that going to be, like, legit? So, let me see. Yeah, I can Moonblast this Pelipper. Yeah, I'm going to just Moonblast you, and then I can also just click Fiery Dance over on this side. If he switches Weezing, great. Oh, he just clicks Wide Guard. Oh, that's fine. You know, that's totally fine. Alright, so here we go. Fiery Dance into the Weezing. Alright, decent chip damage. Okay, there's the Citrus. Alright, so there's a wasted turn off on the Pelipper, somewhat. Okay, Moonblast comes out into the Pelipper slot. Does take it out, so that's good. So we'll have weather control eventually once we get Tyranitar into this game. Alright, there's the Sludge Bomb. But, again, this doesn't kill because Weezing doesn't do that much damage. Alright, and again, Volcarona is already like quote-unquote +1. So we're faster than Dragapult here. And he just lost his weather, so now the Basculegion is the slowest thing, and now we can just Giga Drain it. So we're in a good spot, I would say. I think losing the Pelipper just kind of was not great. See, this is the awkward thing. When you put Weezing with your own weather, you turn it off when you actually needed it. So now, all things considered, I can literally click Hyper Voice. He does have the Terra available to him, So I will note that. He might even just protect the Weezing. So all things considered, I kind of want to just Moonblast this slot. And I still want to Giga Drain over here. Okay. Alright, so we just deal all that chip damage, so we recover everything. Alright, again, there is Last Respects. That's going to do some damage. That did a lot, actually. That did a lot. Okay, but Basculegion goes down. And the Weezing did not protect, so it looks like he's going for an attack. He's going for Haze. Okay, so he went for Haze, so there goes. So he did have Haze. Okay. But again, a little more recovery. Alright, now what wants to come in here? Is it Archaludon finally once and for all? It's the Goodra. Oh, bro. Okay. Alright, so Hisuian-Goodra comes out here. So, again, I can Moonblast. I kind of want to just remove the Weezing, ideally. I could also try and get a little more recovery on the Sinistcha here. On my Volcarona. He can keep clicking Haze if he wants, but I want a little more healing. So let me just switch out. Let me go into Sinistcha here first. And let me also click my... I'll click Protect first, ideally. And I want to scout that Terra, potentially. Well, Pelipper, but no Archaludon. Alright, so we're going to heal, get everything back. There's the Terra. Okay, so now we get our answers to some of our questions. What are you? And it is Terra Fairy. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so here's Protect coming out first. If this is the other thing, then we do have to haze his stuff away. Alright, so Weezing protects. That's fine. That's kind of what I expect. Goodra is slower. Yeah, he's going for Shelter, but we can always remove those buffs eventually. Okay. But yeah, if he wants to go Iron Defense Body Press, he's gonna have a hard time doing that. Because again, we can always click this. Alright, so I can click Rage Powder. I can also click Machigacha. I will click Rage Powder first. And then I can click Quiver Dance over here. I kind of need to. Alright, so there's the Rage Powder. So I don't think Goodra's gonna do a whole lot of damage here. He might just try another Shelter. There's my Quiver Dance. If he clicks Haze, then he wipes away his Goodra buffs, right? So he can't really click that. It just favors me more than him. Alright. So it is a Flash Cannon. So that'll do some damage, of course. Not a whole lot. And there is a Sludge Bomb. I don't know how much this is doing. Yeah, that does nothing. Alright. This is okay somewhat. Because what it does poison me. But at the end of the day, that actually... I think that puts me into the berry range, from what I understand. Okay. Oh, no, it didn't. Alright, so now what we can do... He might protect again. I don't think he would. But let me click Life Dew anyway. It's tricky, right? Because I still want to, like, kind of respect him. You know what? Let me just click Rage Powder. And I can click Quiver Dance again. I can also... How do I want to do this? This +2 kill. This is very risky, actually. Let me try this. And I still want to click Fiery Dance. He might just click Protect, but at the end of the day... Yeah, let's try. Alright. He clicks Protect. Okay. So... The matter... Alright, so he protects there. I can still try and click Life Dew here, but... I don't think I'm going to be able to get this out. Yeah, oh, he just goes for Shelter again. That's fine. That's wrong. I think you always got to try and KO the Volk here. Alright, but Life Dew heals myself and it heals my Volk. Look at this team. Alright, this is great. Alright, very nice. Now everything is healed. Now Volcarona has all this health back. So this is great news for me. Now, I do have to respect the Shelter. Because if he wants to do Body Press stuff, we have to just keep redirecting that away. We are the Ghost type. So now we just click Rage Powder again. And now we can click Fiery Dance and get rid of this Weezing. Alright, he tries to double protect again, but it doesn't work. So here we go. Fiery Dance. Alright, Rage Powder first. I respect the double protect. You gotta go for it. Alright, this is just KO now. Okay, from this range. Yep. Alright, good job, Weezing. Can I get another boost? I would hope. Let me see. Okay. No second boost there. All right, neutralizing gas wears off. Hospitality, thank you for healing my Volcarona back up again. And yep, see, there's the body press. So this is why Sinistcha is so good, because you get to redirect all these fighting type attacks away from your Pokemon here. So this is great news for us. And now we can just kind of pin that slot here. So now again, we can click Rage Powder again, and I can click Fiery Dance again. This should do a decent amount of damage. We always pin him. Alright, and maybe I can get a boost here. Alright, there's the Fiery Dance. Alright, decent chip. Can I get a boost? There we go, there's my boost. Perfect. Alright, Flash Cannon comes out. Again, that's still not enough to remove the Sinistcha. Okay, that's good for me. Alright. So, Goodra doing his best. He could protect again, but now I'm just going to keep hitting harder. Alright, Sinistcha still stays on the field with 3 HP, which is good news for me. And again, I can still click Rage Powder here. He can even protect. I have not seen protect on his Goodra yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and scout it. If he has it, great. Otherwise, I'm going to just do this and click Quiver Dance and try my best. Let's see. Does he have protect? Alright, Rage Powder first. Alright, I didn't see it. Okay, so he didn't. So here we go. Looks like another Shelter, maybe a Body Press, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't have Protect. Okay, it is just a Flash Cannon, so again, that's fine. So now, all things considered, we can click Knock Off on that Goodra, if anything. Alright, but now I'm plus everything. And I can even click Low Kick now, but again, it's not really going to do anything. So yeah, we'll just try and just click Knock Off, remove his leftovers if we have to. Alright, so here comes T-Tar bringing out the Sand, Chip. Okay, here we go. So now we just click Knock Off over here and another Fiery Dance. Should be okay. Alright. Could have even clicked Rock Slide too. Oh yeah, well, another boost, knock off, we're faster, we have a fast T-Tar, and that's more than enough. Great. So, all of that, still, too passive. Again, Weezing actually hurt him, okay, if anything, it actually hurt him because it turned off his own weather, and he just could not get his Basculegion going. This is why you have to be careful with how you play Weezing. Alright folks, so there's the rental, so give this one a go, let us know how you do. Once again, congrats to Mental Syndrome, last week or so for getting the results with the squad. Very much appreciated. I always like it when you guys are able to use our teams and get some success with them, so yeah. Then, again, in today, we ran into our own team, which is kind of funny, so, if you think you can beat Clover Bells with his own team, let me know in the comments section below, because I have yet to lose against my own team. Because I just know how it works, and I know all the speed tiers, so it's harder, right? But at the same time, if you're a good player, you can beat me. But anyway, in terms of the squad, you got to see the sand stuff with Tyranitar and Excadrill. Volcarona dominated 2 of the 3 games, I would say, because it's just Volcarona. It's really good right now. Dragonite came in and did what it needed to do on occasion, and Primarina at the same time a little bit. But Sinistcha also kept things going, right? Because we were able to heal up our Volcarona. And just keep it alive and redirect fighting type moves. And you got to see that against the Goodra game, but that's the benefit of having Sinistcha. You are a ghost type with redirection, which means you get to redirect the fighting stuff away from Tyranitar Excadrill and the rest of the team overall. Alright, so give this one a go, and we'll be back with another video in the next one. Peace out, and have a good one.